sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a 2nd down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Anthony Schwartz, 32 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Cook, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. We'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 21-0 our score after 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Foster Moreau there to make the grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Schwartz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination, as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
That's out quickly to Bateman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down, yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Jones, throwing on first down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know.
Taking it right down Broadway. 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill, touchdown! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot rolling in for the sack.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it. He's had
under pressure, and they got to him again. Tarvarius Moore, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here. And this will be caught at the 30. Bring it! And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devin Duvernay, 77 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled.